Yup, that time of year again. Although I haven't done much in the past year other than be on my Sigma male grind set, I have watched the modding community get simultaneously more creative and horny. And even though a couple of people beat me to it, here's to another year of Skyrim's.
Yeah, nobody cares.
Yeah, just skip the end.
I tell you, the Dragonborn comes.
I remember getting Children for the first time, and its new retexture looks pretty clean. In fact, all of the new glass armor retexture looks clean. From the embossing and carvings in the plates to the slight sign of wear and tear, this armor is the second most downloaded armor of the year, only behind the Ebony armor retexture. The Ebony armor retexture comes with a more dark paint job. These mods pair absolutely brilliantly with Sopa's Quivers and more significantly with aMidian Born Content Addon. These armors are nothing short of impressive with the definition and detail that rivals that of a Lover's Lab section.
By the order of the Jarl. Stop right there!
The glass armor gets some great extra variants, including the Thalmor glass armor and the Vanderfell armor. But the gold tint on the gilded ebony armor is just simply stunning. With a fashion statement like that, you will absolutely be stealing my girl.
You know they can't steal something that doesn't exist, right?
Quick, use an edit to distract the audience.
We intend to prove the superiority of Mer over man, 1 century at a time. You have the honor of addressing a member of the Thalmor. Bask in it.
Vampire Lines expansion brought 150 new lines to mostly, well, vampires. They're all conditional, so they'll only play in certain situations.
Lead for me, mortal.
These bloodsuckers are now even more arrogant while in combat, and will even recognize your affiliation with the Dawn Guard. These vampires are Twitter's worst nightmare, as they do not fear cancellation. To put it nicely, they spew gender and race-specific lines.
You're going to be sorry you crossed me, you slut! Weren't expecting that!
Now that's not very politically correct of them. And they have my full support. Now there are orc vampire lines in vanilla.
I won't bite.
But there's only one vampire orc in this whole game. This mod fixes that. It's not immersion breaking, it doesn't spawn more orcs than there are bugs in Starfield, but it adds some vampire orcs, although it'll still be hard to find them. First person has gotten loads of immersive or improved cameras, but nothing really ever touched the first person combat too much. For the first time, as far as I know, the first person combat experience got new combat animations, and it only took 12 years. Comprehensive first person animation overall is the ultimate. Skyrim was meant to be played in first person's saving grace. These animations really show a little bit more. They just show a little bit more. The weapons look like they have some weight to them, exemplified by the battle axes that actually move from side to side when sprinting. They actually get stuck into your target for a little bit, just giving a little bit more of an impactful feeling with each hit. It allows the combat to feel more fulfilling and less empty. The mod has a stop on hit option when installing the mod, which I heavily recommend, as it will have your enemies clenching their NPC cheeks in no time. When making this game, Bethesda did not fail to disappoint, as they showed off their absolute innovative ingenuity, putting all the weapon stats and animations on a scale of speed in exchange for damage. Now, the swords have slashes, jabs, lunge attacks, and backwards crosscuts. The axes have chopping animations, both horizontal and vertical. Maces and warhammers now have the ability to bonk. The bashing style now fits the actual design of the weapons itself rather than just mirroring the other weapons. Daggers also get their own unique style with the option of a backhand grip. Dual wielding has gotten its own flamboyant overhaul, double slashes and strikes. Each weapon also comes with its own blocking animations. However, that doesn't cover the other side of combat. Magic animations feel more attuned to the type of spell you are casting. A healing spell will be held close to the chest, while a destruction spell will have a little bit more destructive intent in its hand motion. Master spells have gotten a little more finesse added with swerving motions, finished off with a praying emoji. The mod is best paired with Valhalla Combat. Many of you have probably heard of this many times, and although it wasn't introduced this year, it's worth going over briefly given its synergy with the mod prior. Introducing a stamina system that fits into Skyrim's combat, all attacks now take stamina, and although it may sound like you are losing stamina faster than the world is losing its mind, not all is lost. A successful light attack doesn't take up stamina, and instead it does the opposite, it regenerates stamina. However, the aspect you're going to be most interested in is the blocking. These blocks will satisfy your dopamine receptors faster than your average Subway Surfer's brain rot clip, but you'll need reflexes faster than Bethesda releasing another Skyrim update for no reason for you to get anywhere. Or just memorize the enemy moveset, whichever one works. The first-person enthusiasts will reach enlightenment, as the next mod is also right up their alley. Improved camera adds a first-person view to various animations that are usually forced into third-person, such as riding, and riding. It allows you to see your armor and how nice your feet look. And if you are at a kindergarten reading level like myself, and you can only read the first paragraph of the long description that is imperative for the mod to work, I will tell you right now that you will need to check the compatibility patch in the in-game menu for it to work with CFPAO. Moving back to the superior way of playing the game, also known as third person, we got some new movement animations. Leviathan animations were so good that my guy had to make a Leviathan Animations II. A new sprinting animation with the arms wider than they are in vanilla provides a dynamic and immersive feel to your character's movement as you run across Skyrim's diverse landscape, awaiting your next crash desktop due to your very family-friendly mod list. The idle animation is superior to its predecessor as its fist clench feels more natural. In my honest opinion, the walking animation in this is probably the best I've ever seen from any other walking animation replacer. However, it doesn't just end there. Vero Levy has shown love to the two-handed Giga Chats. This moveset, which has two variants, one that is MCO compatible and one that is more vanilla enhanced, gives some extra personality to your character. With combos that drop harder than Skyrim's updates and inspiration drawn from HEMA techniques, this moveset will give a fresh experience to combat. With all of these three installed, you will get a seamless transition between all the animation sets as they are made to be in the mod list together. I usually don't go over utilities in my mod videos, however Open Animation Replacer has been a game changer this year. This is supposed to be Dynamic Animation Replacer's replacer, I think. It's a prerequisite for many mods on Nexus, so if you're going to be installing animation mods, you're probably going to need it. And the number one mod, show player and menus. Yes, everyone loves their Skyrim to be based off of a different game until it becomes that said game itself. Show player and menus does well. It shows the player in the menus. It shows you how your character will look in third person without unpausing the game. 12 years. I think that's older than me. And yet Skyrim is outclassing another Bethesda title that I will choose not to name. It's Starfield. Now go reinstall Skyrim.